Now we're going to look at creating and applying modifiers with the Max script. And we're going to use the Spherify modifier as an example. So here we have a box. I'm going to turn on edged faces by pushing F4 so that you can see that this box has a lot of segments in each direction, 10 segments in each direction. Here we have some code. S equals Spherify parenthesis. And this actually creates a modifier. I'm going to hit the Enter key on the number pad, and it comes back Spherify. So this actually creates a modifier. It's just hanging out in outer space. It's not applied to anything yet. But the modifier exists, and we can refer to it using the variable S. So the box is already selected. We can see that right here. And I'm going to add the modifier S to the box using this line right here. This $sign in the middle refers to whatever is selected. In this case, that's just the box. So I'm going to hit the Enter key on the number pad, and that Spherify modifier is added to the box. So again, we created the modifier with a reference of S. Then we added the modifier to the currently selected object with the add modifier function. So let me go to the modify panel, and I'm just going to delete that modifier now. And I'll go back and select both the box and the circle. And once again, I'll go to this line and just hit the Enter key. Now this modifier actually was added to both these objects. You can see it here, and you can see because it's in italics that it's an instanced modifier. One modifier added to both objects. Same here. It's the same instanced modifier. I'm going to select both these objects, and I'm going to delete that modifier. Now let me go add the Spherify modifier interactively. I'm on the Modify panel. Click the list here. Do you notice it's a different result? When I used this method here, the circle was out from the sphere. In this case, it's right on the sphere. And I'm not going to go into all the reasons why this difference occurs. If you're interested, you can go to the Discrete Support Forum for 3dsmax, and in the Max script section on January 7th, 2006, there's a whole discussion of this. But I will show you what you can do about it. First, I'm going to delete that Spherify modifier. I'm going to get rid of this code here. That was some experimenting I was doing, but I don't need that right now. I'm going to go back to the Create panel too. And I'll just deselect everything. So the basics of the solution is to use the Modify panel to apply the modifier. And that is basically a two-step process. This line, Max Modify Mode, takes you into the Modify panel. And this line, Mod Panel Add Mod to Selection, adds the modifier to your selection. This middle line here makes the selection. So this is going to select all objects. And both geometry such as the box and shapes such as the circle are objects. So this will apply to both of them. So first I'll go to this line and hit the Enter key on my number pad. And you can see that took me into the Modify panel. Now I'm going to go to this line, hit Enter, and that selected both objects. And now here's the essential line, and hit the Enter key on the number pad. And you can see this time it applied the modifier, and it had the same effect as applying the modifier interactively. So two ways of applying modifiers: add modifier and add mod to selection. And they may have different results in some circumstances.